How's it going, everybody? It's Charlie, and welcome back to another video on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. Hope everyone is having as good a day as they possibly can after last night's second, well, it's the second disappointment of the week, isn't it? After we lost 1-0 to West Bromwich Albion last night at the Hawthorns. Before I go any further, guys, this is going to be pretty much a rant. And I may say things that maybe I don't exactly 100% mean in the moment, but I'm just that pissed off with everything at the minute that I just feel like I have to come on and just vent my anger at what is going on at the minute. Just before we get any further into the video, though, make sure you're smashing a like on it. It really does help get the video out there to more people. Please subscribe if you are brand new to the channel as well. We're on the road to 3K, and if we could do that by mid-2024, that would be amazing. And of course, hit the notification bell. There's going to be live streams. There's going to be more videos, especially in January with the transfer window opening. So make sure that you're hitting the notification bell so that you're aware of when I'm uploading videos, when I'm going live, and when there's shorts out on the channel and stuff. So yeah, that's all the nice bit out of the way. Now let's get into the seriousness of what's going on at the minute with regards to Leeds United. Now, I don't even know where to begin. Let's just talk about the game last night as just as an individual game on its own. I thought for the first sort of 15 to 20 minutes, we were the better team. Arguably should have had a penalty on Wilfred Gnonto. Speaking of Gnonto, let's just speak about the lineup briefly. It made a few changes. Obviously, Pascal Struijk, we found out, was injured. So Liam Cooper came in to replace him, which didn't concern me as much because at least it was a like-for-like replacement. Sam Byram came in at left-back, which meant Jed Spence moved over to the right, which I was happy to see pre-game. Obviously, Kyle Darlow in goal because of Ilan Mellier's suspension. Ilya Gruev came in for Glenn Kamara, who was dropped to the bench to obviously partnered Ethan Ampadu in that double pivot. And Gnonto came in for Dan James and saw the front four as Gnonto, Perot, Somerville and Rutter. Pre-game, I was a little bit, why is he rotated in this game when he could have rotated for Preston? Preston, by the way, got beat at home last night by Sheffield Wednesday. Let that sink in for you. So, yeah. But, yeah, we should have had a penalty on Wilfred Gnonto. At first, when I saw it, it did look soft. But then on the replay, clear contact, brings him down. How that's not a penalty, I do not know. The Rutter one, I can understand why it wasn't given, as the West Brom player did win the ball. So I wasn't too concerned about that one, but we should have had a definite penalty on Willie Gnonto. I felt like there were a few challenges going in on Leeds United players that the referee was just ignoring. I thought the ref was quite poor on the night, but I'm not making excuses. It was our own wrongdoing. But after that sort of initial 15, 20 minutes when Leeds did look bright and in the game, once West Brom started to get a bit of a foothold in it, we just massively took our foot off of the gas. It became sluggish. It became boring, slow, just absolutely pathetic and an embarrassment of a performance. And I tried to get a ticket to go there last night, and I'm really glad that I didn't. I'm so glad that I was number 1,307 in the queue for that, because them fans who went there last night, the fans who travelled to Preston, should all get a refund for that. It was absolutely pathetic, especially the second half last night. I was out in Leeds City Centre with some pals watching it, and in the second half, I found myself not really watching it, which is not like me at all. And anybody that knows me well knows that when Leeds are on, I'm in the zone, and I'm watching, I'm analysing, I'm hiding behind my hands, behind the sofa, or whatever. I get really into it. It's a huge part of my life. But last night, it just got that boring that I wasn't even watching. And Daniel Farke is coming under a lot of criticism at the minute. And a lot of, I say a lot, there's a section of the fan base who are Farke out. which I think's wild. I think that's a bit too soon to be saying that. However, I can understand the reasoning as to why people are saying it. The guy feels like he is similar to Bielsa and similar to Jesse Marsh in a sense of not in terms of coaching ability, but in terms of no plan B. And he's admitted that. He's admitted in press conferences, in interviews, that his style of play works and that he will keep doing it. The style of play that Farker wants to do, for me anyway, only works when teams, whether it's at Ellen Road or away, when teams come out and play football against us, basically. If a team applies just the slightest bit of pragmatism, parks the bus, forms a low block hoping to counter-attack on us, we have no idea what to do. We are clueless. Now, I actually don't mind him maybe starting every game in that tactical setup. But when it gets maybe 20, 25, half an hour in, and it's not working, from my manager, I want to see a bit of tactical prowess, a bit of initiative, and change it up. Whether that's tactically, whether it's personnel, who knows? But something different needs to happen. A big thing for me is play Yoel Perot further forward. Now, I was watching Connor at One Leeds. I watched his live stream last night when I got home, and I watched his video earlier on this morning as well. And he was saying that doesn't really that Perot isn't a number 9 because he always drops deep, which, yeah, that is true. But Rutter also drops deep. So, which one of them is the number 9? Because Rutter, the numbers don't suggest that he's a number 9. He's scored 4 goals. Now, at this point in the season, you would expect your number 9, if you're pushing for top 2, you would want your number 9 to be on 9 or 10 goals at this stage. Somerville scored 11 and he's not a number 9. Perot's, I think Perot's got 9 goals, actually. 8 or 9 goals, which is fairly decent at this point of the season. It's good. Good numbers. But he disappears in games, does Perot? Whether he's deep or as a number 9, I feel like he drifts. And he's better when the whole team is doing better. He isn't a player that stands up and says, you know what, I'm going to take this game by the scruff of its neck. I'm going to get in a goal. I'm going to get an assist. I'm going to make things happen. We need a creative number 10 in that middle pocket for me. We need a Pablo Hernandez-esque player, a Samu Saiz-esque player to just operate in that middle space, to receive the ball from an Ampadu, from a Kamara, or from the wide areas and make things happen, whether it's goals, assists, driving with the ball. Perot's not got the pace to drive with the ball. He isn't that creative where he can spread a nice ball, a nice through ball. So play him as a number 9, off the shoulder. Is the most instinctive finisher that we've got. Best finisher that we've got, in my opinion. So play him as a number 9. Because Rutter is more creative than Perot. His numbers suggest that he's got more assists. He's got like double the assists more than goals. Now I know I'm just a fan. I'm not a manager, and Farker's already explained why he plays Perot at 10. Which, yeah, in some games you think, yeah, it does work that. But in those games, Leeds are doing well as a collective, and Perot looks better. I Perot was my number one target in the summer, and I was buzzing when we got him over the line. I'm still happy that we've got him, but he needs to be utilised better. Way better. And look, is our squad as good as we first thought? I think the starting 11, I think his preferred 11 is really strong. But then you look at the bench and you've got Anthony, who hasn't really done much. Nonto's usually on the bench. He's had good impacts when when he's played. Elia Gruev, who came in last night and fairly average, in my opinion. Not good enough. And then you've got Gallart, Cresswell, Cooper. It's not good, really, when you go down to the bench. Who are you looking at on that bench? Bamford. Bamford. Bamford is his first sub in nearly every game. And it blows my fucking mind. Blows my fucking mind that Slim Shady is his first choice substitute. The guy is just a waste of space. He comes on, he doesn't score goals, doesn't assist, doesn't hold the ball up well, can't pass to save his life, is offside every time the ball's played up to him. Why is he coming on? I would rather Matteo Joseph come on, who actually looks like he gives a shit. But look, Daniel Farke needs to really book his ideas up because we've got Birmingham on Monday. Now, I even said it last night. Oh, we'll beat Birmingham, though. We'll beat Birmingham. They're shit. But yeah, they've won 2 games out of the last 14. But that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Preston had won 1 game out of the last 7 and then beat us. Rotherham were garbage and they got a point. Sheff Wednesday, awful at that point of the season. They got a point. Cardiff, point. West Brom at home, point. Hull, point. Stoke, defeat. Sunderland, defeat. Come on, guys. And we're supposed to be pushing for top 2. By the way, in case you didn't realise, automatic promotion is done now. That is not happening. There's no way on earth. And there's Leicester fans giving us shit now, which understandably, because they said Leeds won the league at the King Power, and now look at them, 17 we're 17 points behind Leicester. Not that we were targeting Leicester anyway, but we're 17 points behind top spot. I think we're about, because Ipswich actually drew with QPR last night at home, 0-0. So Ipswich are starting to drop points now. But Southampton are unbeaten in the last 17. They won 2-1 last night, which should have been a draw. Plymouth had a goal ruled out, which should never have been ruled out. But anyway, that's another game. But if any team's catching Ipswich at the minute, it's Southampton. They've got 6 points on us. We're only 3 points ahead of West Brom now. So Birmingham is kind of a must-win now, because if we lose that and West Brom win, then we're on the same points as them. I don't know what the goal difference is, but we could even be 5th. And people are acting like, oh, it's fine, we've got 20-odd games left. Get your head out your arse, man. We are in big, big trouble if this doesn't turn around. Because if we keep playing like this, we won't even get playoffs. But let's be honest, playoffs is as good as it's going to get this season now. For me, anyway. And yeah, I really hope that I can be proved wrong. I really do. But I'm not seeing anything in the last 2. And again, this is just another point that I'd like to make as well. People are going to come on here probably in the comments and say that this is reactionary. We've had 2 poor games and we're overreacting. It's not just the last 2, though. We are inconsistent this season. Yeah, we had a good run of about 7 or 8 games unbeaten. But apart from that, inconsistent at the beginning of the season, albeit poor squad. I get that. But then we've got beat and we've drawn with teams that we shouldn't be dropping points to. Shouldn't be dropping points. It's ridiculous. We're Leeds United, for God's sake. And we're getting beat by Stoke. Getting beat by Preston North End. No disrespect to these teams, but come on. It's a joke, man. And if Farker doesn't book his ideas up within the next month or two, it wouldn't surprise me if they did get rid of him. Because the 49ers need promotion. They need it financially. And if they don't get it this season, and if we don't go up this season, which, let's be honest, is looking fairly likely, you don't know in the playoffs, do you? Then there'll be another managerial change, more turnover at the club. Players will be leaving. I don't know. I think we just need to come back down to earth a bit now and just take every game as it comes, because setting ourselves targets of catching Ipswich, catching Leicester, Southampton, it's unrealistic. We need to hope that them teams drop points, which, yeah, Ipswich have started to drop points a bit. You know, I don't think they've won in the last 4 games now. But Southampton, look at Southampton. Anyway, we'll leave it there, guys, because if I keep on going, I'll just keep ranting and ranting and ranting. So if you've somehow managed to enjoy that rant, make sure you smash a like on the video. It helps get the video out there to more people. Please subscribe if you are brand new, and let's get to 3K as soon as. Hit the notification bell. As I said at the beginning, live streams, videos, shorts, all coming your way now on a more consistent basis. And make sure you drop in a comment in the comment section with how you're feeling at the minute, your thoughts on Daniel Farker, and yeah, try and enjoy the rest of your day. And I will be back tomorrow with a preview for the Birmingham game. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in a bit. Cheers.